care nothing about what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up the zeros. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of those. Better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left.
We to the man, Atlanta hat cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Sit with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. First carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll power his way up near the 25. Give it. Five on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Run! Hand them out. Way to go, guys. Z.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Pass incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Left.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 58 yards.
Under 10.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Breeze now. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sammy! Tight end right! Tight end right! Under! Hey! 4 down!
From the gun, it's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Breeze. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
0-2.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
Come on, get set. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Here's Breeze. Flushed out right. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 23 yards on the play.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Escaping the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. And he's brought down. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete here. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Ready! Green 90! Green 90! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Z, Z, Z! Z, Z, Z! Z, Z, Z! Z, Z, Z!
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. They complete it to Hill. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
No gain on the play.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Left, 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 left! 4 down, even, even. Z, Z, Z! Z, Z, Z!
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Here we go, 21, 21.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And bulldozing his way through. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing now is Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Breeze to throw on second down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. D. Ford in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
11, 11, 11. Ready. Blue 90. Ready for attack.
Now Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On first down, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And it'll bring up third down. The Saints on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
I got wide. Got it. Motion. 21.
The final shot before half for Breeze. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
He's got daylight. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there, 74 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, we are
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Breeze now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. D. Ford in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll toss it to Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively, things are starting to pile up against them. And they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called not so much just to, to get it done that way, but to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Green, 90.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate but a nice carry. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
4 down, 4 down.
Ace, ace.
Wide, get wide.
So.
47 Mike.
Z.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, and try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Hey. We got 4.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
Get it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
0-2. Double tight. 3 down. Kill. Ready,
Now they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 31 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And down he'll go at the 25. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 50 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end. And this is caught by Watkins for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 26 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Green 39.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Butker now to kick this one away. The return man is Hill. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Tight right.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, so much for situational football because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the fourth quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. D. Ford getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll buy some time right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Mahomes now on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Slow. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Watch the edge. 46.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. I'm covered.
They'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Black 58.
He'll look to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Here we go now. Throw, 390.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Hey, 4 down. Here we go.
To throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.